Hey everybody, my name's Jason, and this video is about how I started to build a tiny house on wheels. Okay, so I'm not working from any plans other than what I've drawn up, and I don't have any experience building anything like a camper. I don't have any experience in electrical or anything to do with automotive or steel. I do have experience with woodworking, so I've spent years building furniture. I've been building wooden boats for about a decade, and I built my own house. This is totally new for me, so I could do things that are not the way you would do it. I may do things that it's not the way it's done. So I'm sure that I will have a little bit of difficulty from time to time, but what can I say? This is my video on me building a tiny house on wheels. The first thing I had to do is find a trailer, and I probably could have found one if I was in a hurry to do it, but I took about a year looking for a used trailer, and what I eventually found was one on Kijiji. It's a 4x8 steel trailer, single axle, and the tires are, you know, decent size car tires. There's lots of clearance underneath, and that's important for me. Those of you who know me from my channel and, you know, the other things I do know that I spend a lot of time in the backcountry, you know, backcountry canoeing and camping, and I find myself going down roads that are, you know, like logging roads or just rough gravel roads. So I needed a trailer that was somewhat robust, that could handle driving down those types of roads. Okay, so why do I need a tiny house or tiny camper? Well, the thing is, I live in Ontario, Canada, and I spend all of my time exploring the local wilderness. But I'd like to get further. I'd like to get out into, you know, far northern Ontario, you know, Quebec, the East Coast, you know, get back out to the West Coast and other parts of North America. So let's have a better look at the trailer. I'll show you what I bought. Okay, so as you can see, it's a pretty heavy-duty steel trailer, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. To start off, I'm going to need to strip all that old wood off, and then take some of the paint off and prime it, and then give it a fresh coat of trim-clad steel paint. So, yeah, get to work. Okay, so I've got all that old nasty wood torn off the trailer. I've put some of it aside that I may be able to reclaim for other uses later on. But now I'm gonna move on to clean up the steel. And to start off, I'm gonna use an angle grinder. And there's a lot of old screws and a few bolts that I wasn't able to remove with the wood. They're just rusted on, so I'm gonna just use the angle grinder, cut those off, and then just clean up all the rust and the old paint. So once that's done, I'll be able to do a prime and then repaint it. So I finally finished all the sanding, a lot of hard work, and now's time to just put on some primer paint. So I'm gonna use a spray-on Tremclad. It's rust paint. So hopefully that helps prevent it from rusting down the road, and yeah, that should be good. So before I do that, I'm just gonna cover up the tires and anywhere that I don't wanna get this stuff on. Now I'm gonna say as well, it's kind of windy out, so I don't know if that's gonna affect how this goes on. The main thing I want to avoid is getting any like heavy spray and have it run. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so with the trailer all primed up, it's time to put on a coat of paint. Okay, so I guess that's it. All the demo work's been done, it's been primed, and it's been repainted. While I've been making this video, I've been thinking about how I can make this video project, and I think the best way for me to do it, to share all the details, is to actually create a sequence or a series of videos. That way I can share as much information as I can. So in the next video, I'm gonna share some of my design plans, as well as start building the subfloor and framing the trailer out. I might go a bit further, and we'll have to see depending on the length of the video itself. So if you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe, give the video the thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment. If you have any advice or questions about the build, please leave a comment, let me know. All right, thanks for watching.